Do you think some of the weaker people in the world were just pre-cum babies and not real cum babies?
Yo, if you're a pre-cum baby, you a fucking sucker.
Pussy. I know people in the world that are pre-cum babies.
I can tell a pre-cum baby when they start acting. I'm like, this nigga a pre-cum baby right here, yo. You can always tell a pre-cum baby like
half a sperm.
You ain't got enough nutrients in your body, nigga. You ain't a whole nigga. Like
No, Rory Mal.
Who do you think's gonna be the first rapper to remix Bop by the Hansons?
Who was the first one?
No, who do you think will be the first one?
Nobody's done it yet?
I just feel like they're taking so many recognizable R&B samples that like pop rock from the 90s and early 2000s is next. Like, you know a drill rapper is going to smoke Bop. It's already bops in there.
Yeah. Bop the ops.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to bop the ops.
In a Helly Hansen.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it?
Welcome to another episode of the new Rory and Mal podcast. I am Mal.
I am Mal.
And we are back after a weekend of fun-filled activities
no, we're not.
In the culture and around the world. We feel like we've been everywhere, Rory. We've been around the world, and I can't find my lady. You don't remember that, Rory?
I do. Well,
you do remember that?
I know of it. I don't really remember.
You wasn't outside.
I was definitely not outside.
Yeah, you wasn't.
Have you been around the world before?
I wouldn't say around the world. That's just like a little crazy to say I've been around the world, but I've been a few places in the world. Yes.
Okay. I'm a very domestic traveler. I can tell you everything about Cleveland.
Yeah,
but like
you be tearing down Ohio?
Yes, going nuts. I got it in Ohio. I need to travel more, man. Not that I have the time to do it, but I really don't. I'm not well traveled.
I think that's going to change in the next couple years for you.
I hope so. I hope we have the time to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to London for the first time.
We are going to London. And
my first time. I don't know if you've been to London.
I've been to London before, yes. But we are going to London. But first, before we get to London, we have to make our way there. September 18th, we'll be in Chicago.
Love Chicago.
September 23rd, we'll be in Washington, D.C. at the Howard Theater.
Love D.C. Again, very well versed in Chicago and D.C. Yeah, I can tell you everything.
Yeah, you used to tear it down in D.C. They used to call you the D.C. sniper.
Oh.
Too bad. That wasn't.
No, I mean, we heard his 24 hours.
It was nice to see a mass shooter not be white, but
Can I be honest? I was very disappointed when I found out the DC sniper was black.
Why?
I just knew that was a white guy in the trunk. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's a white guy killing people. Come to find out, black guy and it was his son, right?
It felt it was his stepson. Or like the guy that the kid he adopted, more or less. I don't know. I feel like I get murdered every time I go to the gas station now, so I can relate. Gas prices.
Oh my!
Biden is the DC sniper now.
It's worse.
He got them gas prices hitting niggas in their head.
Sunoco bandit over here.
Oh, man. So, yeah, get your tickets now at newroryinmall.com. We'll be coming to a city near you, hopefully. Somebody reached out to us and said, can you guys stop in? What was that city? He named some random-ass city. It was like a random city. He said, hey, can you guys stop here? Sure. We'll just come and perform in your living room for you.
Yeah, there you go.
I do appreciate those fans that come from
Washington.
Oh, he wanted us to go to Spokane, Washington.
But they say it with like such emphasis.
Spokane.
Like, seriously, no Spokane?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't.
Like, you guys are just going to skip over Spokane?
Like, I respect your town and thank you for listening to us. I just don't know if you have enough people, period, where it would make financial sense.
I don't know if enough people in Spokane are coming out to see Rory and myself on stage. But we love Spokane. Shout out to Spokane. But we will be in Seattle and Portland.
What would that be called for, like, white people? Would that be like the raisin circuit? You know, there's a chitlin circuit where they all the really small towns. What would be like the white?
The casserole circuit.
The casserole circuit?
Yeah, you know that's the
We should definitely do the casserole circuit.
Yeah, it's not the chitlin circuit. It's the casserole circuit. You know
we
that.
We need to do that.
So yeah, man, happy birthday to the king of, I don't even want to say pop. I just want to, the king.
I like
Michael Jackson.
I like it. Where were you? Well, I don't want to talk about with him dying. And I feel like we've had that conversation. Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Michael Jackson.
I voted to put the Free Willy theme song in the front of this. I don't know what they decided on.
I voted for, I believe, the song that's playing. Eddin? What song was that?
The song that played in the beginning?
Yeah.
It was Human Nature.
Human Nature, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great record, right?
I mean, listen, man. Michael got...
Human Nature makes you want to donate.
Michael
something.
got a killer whale to jump over like a whole rock surface.
Listen, that whale was so happy to get away from that little white boy. He was so happy.
That little kid didn't realize he was part of the problem.
Yeah. Like, yo, you've been holding me captive this whole time, kid.
And first of all, we've seen killer whales jump mad times. Sorry, little white kid that's going like this. He knows how to jump.
Yeah.
You doing this on the rocks just ain't.
I want to go whale watching. I want to go like in the middle of the ocean.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, I want to go whale watching. I just want to see it. I think seeing a whale that close is like It just really kind of puts things in perspective. Like, you're really not that important on this planet, sir.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Like, just seeing a whale and it's like in the ocean.
Natural habitat.
Yeah, just doing like backflips.
Whale shit.
And 720s in the air and shit like that.
720s.
Yeah, you know, just sometimes it just puts in perspective. Hey, listen, you're not that important.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm scared that I'll be on the one boat where like the whale is
Will
like,
eat?
can I have some privacy, please? I'm tired of y'all watching me. And then just flips
land on
us.
top of the boat.
Yeah, or just flips us over. Just one little. People get in kayaks and go whale watching.
Yeah, those are the ones that are ready to die. Those are the
You know,
people
like
that are-
a fucking tuna could flip over a kayak,
Yeah.
let alone a killer whale. It's like, what are
Whale
you
hit
doing
that
next to?
fucking kayak so hard, nigga, you'll land in Cleveland. Like,
I watched Shark Week. Like, this poor kayaker. Why are you in shark-filled waters in a kayak?
they just want the thrill. They just need to feel like more closer to death than possible. Yeah, I gotta do that.
That'll be close to death.
Have you guys ever
That'll
gone
do it.
fishing?
Have
Yeah,
I
I've
ever
gone
been
fishing
fishing?
before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fishing's relaxing. I like fishing.
Yeah, fishing is dope. I like fishing.
It's the perfect male bonding thing because nothing entertains men more than doing nothing.
But do you fish with like live bait? Do you put like
I've done
real
it before.
worms on the hook?
I've done fishing down in Florida, like where we took actual like live fish and had to like take the shit out of the little cooler
And like
while it was squirming and put it. And I felt bad because like, well, I'm not really like into PETA like that, but he was alive and I threw him back in the water. He's probably like, damn, I made it. I got out of that shit, but he didn't realize he was on a hook.
He was
and
bait.
about to get eat.
Yeah.
Like he thought he made it back to his home.
Fishing is therapeutic too.
Yeah?
It is.
I
Because
never
it
been
takes
fishing.
patience. It takes, you gotta kind of just wait and hope for the best. Kind of like life, if you will, Eddin.
What's like the biggest fish you've caught?
The biggest fish I caught wasn't that big. I probably caught like a catfish.
Nice.
It wasn't like that big.
It is a very privileged hobby. And I don't even like to use that word, but like you realize in America, we do things that like people actually do to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like for our entertainment, we'll go fish and then like
Yeah.
and just bring it in
In other
and take a
countries.
picture
Yeah.
and then throw it back out into the
Yeah,
ocean.
it's just sport. Now the fish.
But
has
that's
a-
how people survive.
Yeah, in other countries.
Oh, you guys don't eat the fish you catch?
Like we'll go fish.
Yeah,
we'll
you
go
can.
fishing with a whole buffet. Like we'll go to the supermarket before and get a bunch of sandwiches and fill our stomachs
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get on a boat
Yeah.
and go
To then
fishing.
go fishing.
I saw somebody fishing out of the Hudson River, and I wanted to ask
Oh,
the gentleman
gosh.
if he was okay, because you shouldn't be eating fish out of the Hudson.
You shouldn't
River.
even be touching fish
Yeah,
out of the Hudson.
I didn't know what that was about. He had a whole bucket of, I think they called marsals.
Well, they have dolphins
some
in
shit
the,
like that.
the Hudson now. I saw a video. Or a
Dolphins?
porpoise or something similar. Yeah, it was by La Marina. I just saw a video last week. There was a dolphin by La Marina just jumping out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
remember
because
that.
Bad Bunny was in town.
yeah. Bad Bunny was
I'll
in
do it.
town.
He brings the dolphins
He
out.
brings the dog. He brings everyone out. The
to
gays,
Dykeman.
the women, everybody.
Eddins.
Yeah, the Eddins.
Thanks.
Eddin is like on the spectrum of like
He's the Q of the LGBTQ community.
That's what he is.
Thank you.
So queer.
Yeah.
He's
Sure.
not.
I thought Q was for like questionable.
Yeah, I thought like they
No,
just
it's-
don't know. So did I.
No,
Questionable?
it
Yeah.
literally means queer.
No, yeah.
I thought it was for those
Oh, I
that wasn't
thought-
sure.
He's called me
Yeah.
queer.
What's the one that we're like we just have no fucking idea?
Asexual, I think.
Are fluid people? Do they have a
That's
vowel?
that's
or
kind
verb?
of that's
A
kind of a
letter?
gender
A
a
thing.
letter. Yeah.
No.
They don't have a letter yet.
Yeah.
No.
Why didn't they give the fluid people a letter yet? It should be F.
because they're non-binary, so you don't really
Oh,
have like
non-binary is
you don't have a
considered
tag, right?
Yeah. So
All right.
Bad Bunny performed in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx over the weekend. First of all, congratulations to Bad Bunny. It looked like a great fucking show. I was gonna go, but I just couldn't find myself giving Bad Bunny $1,600 to be right on Jerome Avenue, where I could get killed leaving to go to the car and go home.
You have seen plenty of Puerto Ricans in center field.
Oh my God.
Of Yankee Stadium before.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of
Am I allowed to
Puerto
say that?
Ricans in Yankee Stadium on Jerome Avenue, and I've never paid $1,600, so I wasn't gonna do it this weekend. But
What
the
was-
show
what
the
was the
show
lowest
looked great, huh?
What was the lowest ticket? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
The lowest ticket
Yeah, price.
for that show?
Like face value, not the resales.
oh,
like,
I'm not even
Oh,
sure.
I
if,
mean,
if you
you
got
could've-
there in time and
I
clicked
bought it. I had bought initially a far seat, and it was like $150. Now, if you wanted to get seats like down there, you could have got it for like $517
Okay.
for like a floor seat. But then,
Which isn't, I mean, there's been plenty of artists on Bad Bunny's level that have sold tickets
Yeah.
at that price. It's the resale. It's like the sneaker game.
Yeah, yeah,
if you
right.
get them shits at retail price,
Yeah.
they're fine. It's
so
the
they had like the regular floor seats, and then they had La Playa, which is the beach in Spanish, and La Playa is much closer, and that
Which
shit
is
was like
not to be confused
2,000.
with playa. It's
Yeah,
playa.
not Playa.
Yeah,
Right.
not playa.
That shit was $2,000,
Yeah,
double on resale.
yeah.
Did they just take the dirt from the infield?
Yeah.
Yo,
It was,
low key, I feel like they might have
It was
done
the
that.
same dirt that Derek Jeter used to slide
Yeah.
to second base on.
There you go. That's why it
And
was
Bad Bunny
expensive.
decided to use the same dirt to build La Playa.
Yeah.
That's a really cool idea though for a concert.
It
To
looked
do
great.
like a fake beach in
It
a
looked
baseball.
great.
That's a brilliant idea.
I think the only other artist I saw with a show that was that packed with that many people screaming this year was The Weeknd. Maybe
Well, he had the highest selling
Nah.
tour I think ever, right?
30 million in revenue, average of 7.5 million. 192,758 tickets sold, average of 48,000.
Crazy.
And the average ticket price is $155.
My lord.
The Weeknd earned his most attended concert of all time with 54,703 tickets sold at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford on July 16th as part of the After Hours Till Dawn tour. And he earns the highest grossing show by a black artist in history
Over 1 million worldwide.
with 9 million from 54,700 tickets sold at MetLife Stadium.
Damn.
Soldier Field, 48,000 people. Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, 48,000. I mean, the Patriots don't even pull in those numbers anymore.
No.
FedEx Field, 40,000. Yeah, The Weeknd is just out here doing insane fucking numbers.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's just so beautiful that this came from a Coke mixtape in 2011.
Yeah. The Coke has grown.
Yeah.
The Coke lovers have grown. They've expanded their horizons.
This is the R&B. It was the R&B version of Coke Boys.
The Weeknd is just a complete artist, man. He's just, I mean, from the music, he walked around with his face wrapped up in bandages for, it don't get more into character and artistry than that. Like, he lived that album. Like, he wanted to be that personality for an entire year. Obviously, the Super Bowl performance was amazing.
I wonder if he like really got, what do they call it? Method acting?
Yeah, method acting.
Because
Like,
he was
really in his
method acting
bag.
at every appearance.
Yeah.
For sure. Like he was in character outside of the obvious bandages, but he was in character.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would like to talk to the people, not that they would say it publicly, but I would personally like to talk to those people. Like, what was it like being around him around that time? Like, it might have been.
Get Belly on the phone and ask him.
Belly, I ain't talked to him for 2 years.
He called Belly, man. Yo, Belly, what's up with Abel, man? He be chilling in the studio or he be in character? I need
Imagine
to
pulling
know.
up to Belly's crib with mummy bandages around your face. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
you know
can
Belly.
you take those
Yeah,
off,
you
man?
know Belly gonna like,
put on
yo.
some shorts and some
Yeah,
slides,
yeah.
please.
Like, bro, we in the house, man. Take that shit off. But shout out to The Weeknd. Those numbers are fucking crazy.
Yeah, for real.
The most profitable tour ever, and they showed every stadium and 100% sold. Like, that's crazy on every stadium for the amount of shows he was fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
get
to
it,
Weekend, but and you were there. Give us a review.
There was a lot of women,
Mm.
Including my beautiful girlfriend who was there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which was a very interesting experience because, at one point he asked where all his girlfriends were, and somehow my own girlfriend was screaming, saying that she was right there. To which I'm like, I'm gonna have to fight Bad Bunny real quick.
Yeah, but like the gay bestie could get away with saying anything.
The gay bestie.
Isn't Bad Bunny's gay, right?
I mean,
Well, he kissed a man in the mouth in front of
which had Twitter on a frenzy, by the way.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
At Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So I listen.
But
don't
then
know.
again, Madonna and Britney Spears kiss. We don't know what they really be doing.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
So who knows? That could.
I
Just
think
have
that's
been
the
for-
luxury that Madonna has, though, because Madonna, she flirted with women her entire life.
That's so funny. Can we just go on a quick tangent? And this is a good segue to what Demaris and I were talking about after last week's show.
Mhm.
I forgot what we were watching. We were watching something
And
on
one.
Netflix. No, it was something that before or after
Rhythm
that.
and flow.
Rhythm and Flow. Demaris had never seen Rhythm and Flow, and we were rewatching some of the episodes. And at one point, the gay dude laid on the girl, which is completely appropriate. Like the gay dude can.
What is this? Rhythm and Flow
It's not important though.
on Netflix?
Yeah, this is just what sparked the conversation.
Okay.
We see the gay bestie lean on the girl's lap, which is totally acceptable. So I asked Demaris, I'm like, all right, is this a double standard? Which I'm fine with, but can we get to the bottom of, can the straight man lay on his lesbian friend's lap and it be okay with his girl? Because you would have no issue if your girl like was, on her gay bestie's shoulder, or like they do more, touchy things because he's gay. And that's what gay besties do. They damn near assault your girlfriend and it's okay. And we have to accept it because they're gay. Are we allowed to do that with our lesbian friend? And I'm talking about like the stereotypical woman
Femme.
baddie type, IG baddie, but straight lesbian girlfriend.
Not straight lesbian. just
If you have a girlfriend, can you lay on your
Yeah,
lesbian
like, is it
friend's
okay? Do I get a pass? I hope I'm wording this correctly.
I mean, how long-
Do I get a pass?
No.
Can I just be in the
girl's not gonna
crib
give you a
laid up
pass. Yeah.
with
You-
an IG baddie? She just happens to be a complete lesbian and my friend. Can I lay up on her the same way my girl, it's socially acceptable to just lay with the gay bestie, cuddle,
No.
sleep with,
Nope.
jerk off?
Nope. Nope. It's a double standard, but I mean, that's just
It's a double standard. And
Well,
everyone
why?
knows
She's a lesbian.
Double standards are
It's a double
healthy.
standard.
So, Rory, the reason why I'll tell you why that double standard doesn't work is because you, even though she does not like penis, you can still be attracted to her.
Okay, but why can't you, as a woman, be attracted to your gay bestie? He's just not into vagina.
Are women often attracted to gay men?
Yes.
yes.
No, I
Have
mean,
you been to
attracted-
Atlanta?
This entire generation.
Well,
Have you been to Atlanta? Have you been?
Yo.
They're everywhere.
Have you seen
down
the
there, I
rap
promise
community
you.
lately?
They're out there. The gay men in Atlanta that are sleeping with women. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They have wives.
Yeah, absolutely.
I meant openly gay, not closeted gay.
Yeah, I
And
think
when I say attracted to, I don't mean like, oh, they're cute or things like that. I mean like, wow, I want to sleep with them.
I can't see why not.
It happens, but it's not going to happen as often as Rory Land.
and you know
So-
women like a challenge
How
and
the
changing
fuck-
men. They'll be like, I'll be the one to turn them straight.
Yeah, I'll turn them out. I'll turn them back to us. I'll turn the ship, ladies. Don't you worry. No.
And us as men know, like, if she's a lesbian, we're not going to eat that pussy better. So we're not turning her out.
Nobody loves women more than a married heterosexual man.
It's probably true.
Like married heterosexual men love women.
That's-
Like married, they got to be married though. You know, a married man loves
Like
women.
love women or just love other women that are not their wives.
Oh, they don't love their wives.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the wives are just, it's like, hey,
No, they love their wives. They don't like their wives.
There you go.
some of them don't even love their wives. If you really want to get, some men don't even love their wives. They're just like, listen, she's just a good person and we had kids and it's just like, hey, my partner for life.
Okay, let me add one more thing into this debate.
Yes.
Let's say I had a lesbian bestie
That was
Okay.
a stud.
that she was a stud, and and my girl came home, and I was just laid up on the stud's chest.
On their chest?
Then I would think you gay.
Exactly. See, men can't win.
yo,
Because if I laid up with the stud,
Yeah.
my girl would be like, "Is he gay?"
Yeah. If I walked in here and saw you laying on a stud's chest, I'm walking out. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on y'all personal time.
So in conclusion, men can never lay
We
with the
can't-
lesbian
no,
they
bestie
just
at all,
can't- we
but
can't.
women can
No.
lay with the gay bestie
heterosexual
all
men,
day.
we can't lay, we can't stand, we can't roll over, we can't do
Can't
anything with anybody other than our girlfriend. No, we
Yeah.
can't.
All right.
It's
I
just
was
not. That's just the world that we live in today.
I just wanted to ask because
Yeah.
I've seen some lesbians that like, oh, she looks like a great cuddler. I know I would get nothing from it, but
Oh, this guy's sick.
Is it gay if two studs fuck with each other?
they would think they would think it was. Yeah,
That's gay.
they'd be like, "Oh, some gay shit."
That's definitely gay.
Demaris, is
like
it?
two studs fucking with each other is definitely gay
I don't know.
for sure.
You know how many studs I've heard out their mouth go, "Yo, get away from me with that gay shit." I'm like, wait,
Studs?
what? Yes. I'm like, yo, stop.
Gay people are fun to hang out with.
The best.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been the biggest advocate of that.
Like I went to a performing arts school, and obviously, I was a bunch of gay guys in my school, but they were like, I always noticed that the gay guys were like always super cool, and they could fight. Like that's one thing people don't
Yeah.
know. Yo, let me tell you something about gay men, dog. Gay men,
They still got
I don't
hands.
know where they get their hands from, but they can fucking fight.
Listen,
man.
not only can they fight, they will be the first to fight.
Oh, absolutely. They pop the fuck
There'll
off.
be some sassy interactions, but they will be the first people to get to it.
Yeah, and if you get knocked out by a gay man,
Oh, it's funny.
your summer's over. You can't come outside. Are we gonna get canceled for that? I just know.
No.
It's
I don't
culture. It
Higher
is what it
first
is.
segment. We're out of here.
So it's
Fun.
Was it? I just thought it was some good conversation.
Yeah, we
about-
love the gays. The gays know we love them. Yo, so listen, is Bad Bunny gay? Like honestly, like I understand the fluid thing, I understand the non-binary thing, I get it. But like,
it's more like who cares? That's kind of
it's not, I mean, but it's just like, are you? I get it. Who cares? I don't really care, but I just like to know, like, yo, what's up, man? You
I don't think he's ever publicly said if he's into dudes or whatever. I think he's just said again also like he doesn't give a fuck. He's
Yeah,
just
Bad
like,
Bunny is
whatever.
very inclusive with like
Yeah.
his music and his messaging and everything. Like he's very
no, I dig it. I listen. I
absolutely
don't.
loves pussy though. You could tell from every song that he's.
I don't know what he's saying most of the time. I know the messaging. I know the hook a little bit.
You know, the messaging.
Yeah, it's just like drink, party, shake that ass. Like we know what the message is.
Right.
Live life, La Playa. You know what I mean? Go Yankees. But I would just like to know, like, yo, what's up, man? Like, but with anybody though that
He's in an open relationship
support
with his girl.
he's in an open relationship
With his girl, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So he has a girlfriend.
so he has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend.
Oh
Bad as-
yeah,
okay.
Bad Bunny's fucking everybody.
Yeah.
So I know what it is.
Yeah, I hear. He's doing his Prince shit.
Yeah, he's not gay. Well, Prince, I don't think Prince never kissed a man in the mouth.
You don't think Prince ever kissed a man in the mouth?
We never saw it. I don't. Now, what he does in his home, I don't.
Right.
I can't speak to that. But on stage, publicly, he's never kissed a man.
I don't think Prince ever fucked a dude, but I think Prince definitely had dudes at his crib and
That
said,
be like,
hey,
"Y'all fuck."
hey, watch me fuck this girl better than you ever could. I need you to watch. He seems
Yeah.
like that type.
And then he bathed her for 2 hours. And then homie was in the bathroom like, yo, get to it already.
Prince is so beautifully arrogant and better at everything than all of us. I know he was like, I need an audience of men so I could just show you that I fuck better than you in heels.
Yeah,
like, and we'd be like, and even if you straight, you'd be like, man, let me see how Prince fuck.
Yeah, Prince looked like he definitely put a woman in the bathroom like, now you must let her soak for 3 hours.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then walk out of the bathroom. Now you let her soak
And he
for
like
3
picked
hours.
the lavender plants from some exotic
Oh,
country.
handpicked.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If lavender comes from plants, I don't even know.
These grow in Europe only this time of year. Had them flown in last night.
Word.
Like, yo, Prince, are you going to penetrate this woman anytime soon? I gotta go. No, you let her stew for 3 hours in the tub.
Stew.
Yeah, you let her stew.
Yeah, let her bake a bit.
So yeah, Bad Bunny had the Bronx lit this weekend. Everybody was out. Stadium was packed. Looked like
Everybody.
a great show.
2 days. Mhm.
Shout out to Bad Bunny. He's definitely one of my favorite artists to just see what he's gonna do next. I think he's an artist in every sense of the word, visually, aesthetically. He just pays attention to detail. He gives his fans, he wants to give them a real experience when they go see him. So for that alone, salute to Bad Bunny. He shot a video in the Bronx, I think earlier this year,
Mhm.
in the hood somewhere. I was like, oh yeah, I
dope.
like this. I like this kid, man. He's super dope. So
He won Artist of the Year.
What?
he won Artist of the Year at the VMAs, right?
VMAs, yeah.
Correct.
And the
Congrats
concert
on his
was
VMA.
The concert. They played some of it during the VMAs.
Yeah, they did one. He did one song in performance for the VMAs.
For the VMAs,
live from
yeah.
the Yankee Stadium. Even though
Were you in the B-roll, like
No, I went
shirtless, like
So listen, let's get back to your girl screaming when Bad Bunny asked where his girlfriend was, and
Yeah,
and your
Yeah, she
girl
just-
screamed. How did
she
that make you feel as a
disrespected
man?
I thought it was hilarious, but for a second, I was just watching. I was like, she was screaming.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
screaming.
you think she got wet? Honestly,
I'm pretty sure she did.
she did.
Yeah, it's Bad Bunny. I get
You're
it.
strong. You're a strong Aztec warrior, and
I
I
am,
don't understand how you can stand there and watch a woman scream for another man and pussy get wet.
I mean, I was like semi-chode, you know.
you was semi what?
he's a voyeur. We know that. So he would have been cool watching his girl scream.
Would you let Bad Bunny?
whoa,
Would you let Bad Bunny fuck your girl?
He would definitely let Bad Bunny fuck his girl.
Would you let Bad Bunny
He-
answer me
Whoa,
right
whoa,
now?
whoa.
It's
Get
okay, I
the
won't
fuck
judge
out.
you. I really won't
Answer
judge
me or get out. Would you or would you not let your girl fuck Bad Bunny?
How much money?
You a
Free.
you a sick Mexican.
Free.
No, and
a sick
you know
Mexican.
he means what he would pay Bad Bunny,
Yeah.
not what he would get paid. How much would I have to pay?
How much is admission?
Yeah, you paid $1,000 for y'all two to go there.
Oh my God, yo, Eddin, you are sick, man. But how was the show? It was
Yeah,
great.
like, give us takeaways. What it was like besides there being women there screaming for him. We knew that part.
I mean, that was like the biggest part of the whole thing. I mean, it was great. There was a whole like fireworks fiasco. Romeo Santos was there. If y'all know who that is.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I don't know.
Kennedy
I don't
High's
know.
finest.
I don't know. Just making sure.
Yeah.
What else? He brought out Arcángel. He brought out Chencho. He brought out mad like reggaeton people.
He didn't bring up my man Anuel.
No,
he didn't bring out
I
Nori.
fuck with Anuel.
No,
That's my guy.
No,
He should have
didn't
brought out
bring
Nori.
Oh, but that being said, on Sunday, even though it wasn't there, Carmelo Anthony was the one that presented him the award for.
At the VMAs.
There he went. I guess Carmelo Anthony was there
At Yankee
and
Stadium.
presented
course
him
he
the
was.
award of Artist of the Year. See, why is that? Of course, I was actually kind of confused.
Why Carmelo was there?
Why Carmelo Anthony?
Well, Carmelo is from New York a little bit.
Right.
He's a little bit from. He reps New York. He grew up in Baltimore.
former Knicks.
He is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I think Bad Bunny is a fan of his.
His
I mean,
ex-wife is
I
named Lala.
guess.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a lot of things.
It's a lot of you can't put the parallels.
I could see
Man,
it.
the
I could see
bitches
it.
was at the Bad Bunny concert. Why everybody ignoring that parallel?
I wasn't.
no, we
That's
know
the
that.
first thing I said.
Demaris, let's be clear.
And my
The
girl was
only
there.
reason I entertained paying $1,600 was because I knew exactly who was in the fucking stadium.
Just play the let out for free.
Yeah, just post up
McDonald's across the street.
Just post up on Jerome like, yo, y'all good? Bad Bunny? Yeah, we in here. Yeah, nah, but he did have the Bronx lit though. It was so much fucking traffic
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was
sure.
crazy.
There was people like rushing the stadium to try to get in, which actually stopped people who were actual ticket holders from going into the concert. So that
Oh,
kind
yeah?
of sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, my homegirl Beatrice tweeted that either they oversold or people were trying to sneak in? Because it was at capacity and there was 10,000 people outside of Yankee Stadium.
Let me assure you this. The Yankee Stadium did not oversell those tickets. No. They're not doing that. People were just trying to get in. It's in the middle of the Bronx.
Yeah.
People live right across the street. They're like, nah, we should get in here for free.
Yeah, I get it.
But I did see a lot of video from people that went and it looked dope. He had like a little piece of the island. He was flying around.
Yeah, he was like flying on the island. He had like a whole stage. There were other cities, I'm glad it didn't happen here, where people were jumping onto the stage. Literally onto the stage. Yeah.
That seems like a lot, man.
So,
well, congrats to Bad Bunny on a great weekend in the Bronx, selling out Yankee Stadium. That's some historical shit. Congrats on your VMA. Congrats on kissing your backup dancer. And congrats on getting Eddin's girl's pussy wet.
Wow.
Poor Whitney.
Wow.
That guy has a full night, doesn't he? Bad Bunny is really out here touching the people.
Wow.
Do you say thank you? Or do you get mad?
Nah, me?
Okay.
I mean,
you asking me?
I'm asking you.
You want to get
but
canceled?
she gotta go home and fuck Eddin, not Bad Bunny.
that sounds great to me.
It was probably better.
She gotta go home and fuck Eddin. Like, damn, that's a prize.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do my mans like that. Like, maybe that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, no, she's done it before.
She's gonna do it again.
We don't know that. That could have been their first time after the Bad Bunny show.
You thought I was a virgin from then?
I mean, with her, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
We know you're a cuck, so I don't think you're a virgin. But
I'm not a cuck.
You're not?
No, I'm the one.
You're a Nick Cuck Rogwin. That's what you are.
Nick
was Mal.
Cuck Rogwin.
Yeah, you're Nick Cuck
Very
Rogwin.
funny.
I know what you are. Congrats to Nicki Minaj on winning the Video Vanguard Award at the VMAs.
Did you watch the VMAs?
I did not watch it. I saw clips of Nicki winning her award. I saw her do, I think, the Monsterverse.
She did.
She did
She did like half of it and then cut half of it because, of course, they
She did like a whole montage of
But I
different
like they
verses.
dropped the beat and everything. Like she did it a cappella.
Yeah.
It was great. Before we get into the full Nicki thing, I will say watching the VMAs this year did, and I don't mean this in a dark way, it did remind me of my own mortality.
Why is that?
What do you mean?
It's just crazy to watch. One, Nicki, I remember the first mixtape. I remember her on fucking Smack DVD shit.
Mm-hmm.
To see her get the Video Vanguard shit was amazing, but also was like, oh wow, the artists like around my era are now the ones being honored at this time. Like that's kind of crazy to think about. When I was a kid watching, well, not Stevie Wonder, obviously, get honored, but other artists, it made sense to me. Now it's like, oh, I watched her entire career, and now she's getting one of the best awards when it comes to video shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
And her just going through that entire medley of songs of the last, what's her career at? Almost 20 years now?
Yeah.
Nicki?
Yeah. Was incredible. And it reminded me, I don't know if they planned it this type of way. They didn't focus on Nicki's hits. I felt like they were trying to show us that Nicki is a rapper.
Yeah.
Because everything was so focused on her verses and not so much what the hit song was. Because so many medleys, we go right to the hook because that's the one that's familiar and we have to get to the next song. Nicki, it was just verse after verse. Right. And it was a reminder that, yeah, a lot of these chicks can't fuck with Nicki. It was a big rapper reminder. And I know she was out of breath because she was rapping nonstop.
Well, I've always said it for years that Nicki Minaj is the best female rap artist ever.
And I'm not mad at you at all for that take. I would agree. It was just a clear reminder with the boom of female rappers that we love. She's at her core a rapper. That was not a display of how many hit records, even though she kept doing hit after hit. Mm-hmm. It was a reminder of I rap better than Oyo.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
it was iconic verse after iconic verse, not iconic song after iconic song. You know what I'm saying?
What they try to do with female MCs and rappers are, they try to get them to start using more melodies in their verses as time goes on.
Yeah.
And do their own hooks instead of getting someone to sing the hook. Why don't you sing it? Like we'll try to get her to sing, and do things like that. So she's done that as well. But at the core, Nicki is an MC. She's a rapper.
But also like with so many, and let's not even make it a female rap thing. Just so much with rap now, we remember how good the song was.
Mm-hmm.
This was just focused on the verse of each and how iconic and how much we remember the verse, not the song. Mm-hmm. Like even when Bees in the Trap came on, it was like, oh, the song is Nicki's verse.
Yeah.
Like as catchy as that hook is, and we love change shit on that, the iconic part of every one of these records was Nicki's verse,
Mm-hmm.
her pen, her rapping ability. That's what I loved so much about that entire thing.
And her flow. Nobody rides a track like Nicki. Even when she's not saying anything that's like, if you write it on a piece of paper, it's so
just won't
memorable.
be matched.
Nobody flows like Nicki. That's
Nah,
why
her-
she ate everybody up on Monsters. Her flow is insane.
Her delivery, her ability to change voices within pockets. She's a fucking mathematician with actual rapping type of shit. Like the way we say, oh, if you look at M shit and print it out on a piece of paper, it's the greatest shit ever. Nicki does that with rapping and delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll become a different person in that. And I've said she started this whole new voice shit in hip hop
Yeah.
for this wave of like actually changing your voices and becoming different people. And shit, I felt like Kendrick damn near bit Nicki early in his career when he would go with different flows and put on his little alien voice or put on some other type of filter on his voice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that all derives from Nicki. And it was just nice to watch a 20-year career be honored in the way it was.
Congrats to Nicki Minaj again on winning the Vanguard Award at the VMAs. Very well deserved. And it was just good to see Nicki in her element, like you said, rapping and hearing those songs and those verses again. Other winners from the VMAs, Taylor Swift won the Video of the Year with All Too Well. Song of the Year went to Billie Eilish with Happier Than Ever. Best New Artist, Dove Cameron. Best Collab, Lil Nas and Jack Harlow. Shout out to Lake and DJ Drama
For
and
sure.
Jack.
Did you see Jack did the intro performance with First Class?
Yep.
Why was Juicy looking at Jack's ass like that?
Because
I didn't peep.
Jack has the fatty. I don't know.
I was just more concerned that I just don't think Taylor Rooks belongs in like Spirit First Class. Like there wasn't even the
Why?
seats that really go all the way back. They were in Spirit First Class. Like I feel like Taylor was even like, this is dirty.
Was Taylor in the video?
Taylor, they put all of Jack's friends like in first class
first
while he was
class, yeah.
rapping through the aisle
Chloe,
to get to the stage.
Taylor.
Like Chloe was there. It was a bunch of people.
Saucy
Drewski.
Santana was there.
It was a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I just felt like it looked very Coach. It looked like Coach class.
Yeah.
Because of the people or because of how?
No, not the people. The people looked
Oh.
amazing. I'm saying the seats just didn't feel first class just to me.
Is it still like genuine first class if it's Spirit Airlines?
I don't think Spirit has first class.
Oh, I've never flown
But if they
Spirit.
did, it would look like that. But no, Jack, it was interesting how they did the hosting. Everybody hosted.
Yeah. LL Cool J, Nicki.
You know what kind of pissed me off though?
What?
I wasn't mad that Jack was one of the hosts because I think Jack is charismatic and can be a good host. They just put Drewski next to him and
With no
everyone
mic.
with no mic.
It was
And
the weirdest
Drewski's
thing.
fucking hilarious. His comedic timing is unreal. He's one of those people that actually took the internet comedy shit and we found out he was really actually funny.
Right.
So why have him stand there next to Jack with no microphone?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I think Drewski should have hosted the entire thing.
The VMAs?
Yes.
Yeah. He's funny.
In the era that we're in now.
He's funny, but I don't know if he's hosting the VMA funny.
J. Cole had him open up for him every show of his tour, this
Yeah.
last tour.
J. Cole and the VMAs are two different things.
I mean,
Okay, but also
I like
there's
Juicy
hosting
live.
ability.
He's super hilarious.
Yeah.
who has
But hosting
analyzed
the VMAs is, you got to get a couple movies under your belt. You got to have some.
So what has Jack done?
what do you mean, Harlow?
Yeah.
He's white and he
he's
did
a
a song with
superstar.
Lil Nas X.
Oh.
Out of here. Boom.
Yeah,
Here you go.
sat them next to each other in every
Yeah.
category that came up. I was like,
Yeah.
it's crazy they won and they're next to each other. That's so
That's what
weird
he
how the
did.
seating worked.
How the seating works.
Little Nas is sitting
Okay.
right here. You
All
mean okay?
But I feel like, all right, let me put it this way. Award shows have been failing miserably with ratings because they don't focus on what's happening currently. Drewski has analyzed from a comedic standpoint the music industry, I feel, better than any of the up and coming comedians.
Drewski is funny. Don't get it twisted. I like him. I like him a lot. I just think that when you say VMAs, it has to be because Drewski is a very, like, we know Drewski, but I feel like a lot of people that watch the VMAs that are at the VMA. Then again, maybe not.
Well, all right, okay.
A lot of white kids know Drewski.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
what I'm
like
saying.
him.
He's
all right,
relatable.
they put him next to Jack with no microphone.
Yeah, that
Why
was
not
weird.
put him next to Jack with a microphone, put him next to LL Cool J with a microphone? He can co-host with everyone that hosted and put in his actual funny shit. He sat there just looking. I
His
felt
timing-
bad for him. I know he felt awkward. Like,
His
what am I doing
comedic
right now?
timing is good enough to kind of do something like that.
And he's a great writer, I think, with jokes, and get a whole team and everyone writes some shit. We know he can deliver. I just felt like he should have been the main host that could have just hosted with all the other hosts because it was hosted by 10 people.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about K-pop. I'm terrified to say anything about it because I know I'll get murdered.
I mean, it's K-pop.
Do you listen to K-pop?
No, but not because I dislike it. I just don't. I haven't gotten around to figuring out K-pop.
Who was the name of the K-pop group that was on stage and the big ass projector screen fell down and
Oh,
smashed?
I don't know. I think
that's terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. I don't know.
He survived that.
Yeah,
guy.
he did. Yeah.
And that shit landed right on his face.
Right on his head. It's just crazy.
The crazy. I thought he died. I thought I watched somebody die on stage, and
that shit was wild.
they said he survived.
I'm glad I didn't
That's crazy.
even see that.
No, I'm talking about the entire, like, imagine your TV like times 30.
I installed that myself, so I hope that doesn't happen. Very well could. I see what the VMAs were trying to do. Again, we give these award shows shit because their ratings fall all the time. K-pop being probably one of the bigger genres in the world right now. They did a heavy focus on K-pop. Well-deserved too, because I know it's a huge genre. And Nicki, obviously well-deserved for that Video Vanguard thing, focused on the barbs. You get K-pop and the barbs, that's a good remedy for ratings.
Yeah.
So I see what the VMAs were trying to do. But back to my mortality, when the K-pop group came out and said, kick in the door, waving a 4-4, I was like, my mortality is just, I don't know what's going on in my life
waving
anymore.
a 4-4?
I swear that first K-pop group started because they did a bunch of different recognizable samples and the lyrics. I feel like the first thing they said was kick in the door, waving a 4-4.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Blackpink. Yeah.
Back to my mortality.
Blackpink's new Venom.
Then you add that in with Nicki and everything that was going on. Then M and Snoop, probably the most notable rappers
That
as
was
far as
so
fame
funny.
goes, period, right?
Doing
Snoop is
NFTs.
definitely the most famous
I
rapper.
would think so. And M would be very much the next,
right there,
I would think. You get the two biggest ever to now introduce us to where the world will probably end up, which is the metaverse. It
The
was
world is
just
not
it was
gonna
just
end
my
in the metaverse.
mortality was just in such a weird place. I watched M and Snoop introduce us to where the world is trying to go.
With bored monkey apes. Or bored ape apes.
Is it safe to say that Eminem and Snoop have music coming? We see.
Well, it was nice to see that they're friends again.
we
'cause
seen
I know
them
they were
post a
going back and
picture in the
forth.
studio with Dr. Dre last week. Now they're at the VMAs together.
Did a whole new song.
Yeah, so I think they have something. They have a project coming together.
And I'm sure it's metaverse centered to some degree.
Yeah.
And then Red Hot Chili Peppers became the old rock band that they bring back.
They're all like 50
I'm telling you,
plus.
it's just weird how old I'm getting.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Same.
I'm
a Flea
what?
fan.
I was jamming in here.
Yeah, I'm a
they're
fan of
probably
Flea.
one of my favorite rock bands. So them being the older rock band that MTV brings back in is weird to me. Yep, bear with me, guys. I'm 32. I'm just getting old.
It's okay.
So these things are odd to me when I first see them. It was just an interesting night. I really enjoyed it, though. I thought it was a good thing. Lotto let me know you can say pussy
Right.
on
From her track.
at award shows now.
You can say bitch as well now.
Like it said,
What happened?
Lotto nominated for pussy. I was
Yeah,
like, wow,
I was like, whoa.
love TV now.
The world has transformed so much.
Then Lizzo got she won best video for good.
yeah,
is a
I was
category.
telling Maul, I don't know what that means.
And she said that in her. She said, I have no idea what this means, but bitch, we did it. I was like, oh, all right, video for good. She's screaming bitch. Love TV now.
Yeah, I said she kind of was going off on somebody. Like somebody was getting into it with her online or something, talking
Yeah.
shit about Lizzo.
Ari Spears, the comedian.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's a comedian. But was he saying like crazy violent?
Somebody he wasn't on stage like doing a comedic bit. He was doing an interview dialogue thing, and somebody asked him, have you heard, it was such a setup question to go viral because somebody said, have you heard Lizzo's music? She actually makes good music. And why are you asking Ari Spears about Lizzo music? But whatever.
Well,
have you heard
don't do that
Lizzo's?
because people ask. Aries is a big music fan.
Have you heard Lizzo's music? She actually has good music. He says, yeah, I can't really get into her music because she's shaped like the shit emoji. Like she's shaped like a thing of mashed potatoes and nobody wants to see that.
Here's my thing. I'm a protector of comedy.
Have you ever seen Ari Spears?
No, that was the whole.
That was the
that's
whole
why he
thing.
got murdered online. It was like, fam, no, you look like the shit
I'm
emoji.
about to say Aries. He's not the one that should have said that.
I'm never mad at comedians, but if it's not funny, then
It was whatever.
it just was a lazy fucking bad joke. Not
Yeah.
bad in the sense that it's mean, whatever the fuck. That's your personal opinion. It was just not a funny joke. It was easy. It's like what a kid would say on Twitter. Aries is an actual professional comedian.
And don't
have
we-
a better joke.
Don't
That's
we
all.
know by now that Lizzo doesn't care what anyone says about her body? Like Lizzo don't give a fuck.
Well, she said in her video for Good Speech, all you bitches, we did it, bitch. Bitch, it's me.
You can get
bitch,
bitch up,
I'm
yeah.
rich. Bitch,
Yeah.
you're broke.
That's how you supposed to respond to that. Well, I mean, I didn't see the VMAs. I saw some of the clips. But shout out to all the winners, all the nominees. Hopefully next year is not in New York.
Well, it was in Newark.
It was in Jersey.
Yeah, but I hope it's not in New York next
Why?
year.
What's wrong with that?
It's just too much traffic.
It was just a lot for the Bad Bunny concert and that at the same time. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I stayed in then.
Yeah.
Well, you went to the DJ Khaled release party at
Oh,
Ludlow.
yeah. How was that?
I didn't go.
Oh.
No, you did the photo in front of the sign, and you were doing the prayer hands.
And then you
were
said
like,
God
yo,
did.
No, I didn't say.
Maul did.
No,
Right, Maul
I
did.
didn't.
Maul definitely did.
You did
Maul
a toast
definitely
and was
did.
like, yo, everyone here just want to let y'all know Maul did.
I didn't.
And then
Another
everyone
one.
else said their name as if they were
I didn't.
like everyone say your name on 3 and then did after. Like all of
1,
us would
2,
do it. Be
3.
Like Demaris did. Like we would
There
all
you
do
go.
it.
I didn't.
Rory
I didn't
did,
go
though.
to the to the DJ Khaled album release party. I was invited, but I decided not to go. But Julian was there. I think we found a picture of him
Yeah.
with
Found. He posted it.
Oh, he sent that to the chat.
No, I saw it on his IG and I
Oh, okay,
screenshotted
okay,
it
yeah.
and put it in the chat because it was funny to me.
How do we feel about the Did you listen to the album?
I did. Did you look at the photos from that party though?
All of them? No, I didn't look at all of the photos. You think?
Right. Well, do you follow enough
think I
people
went-
on IG that you saw? That's what I mean.
I saw a few people were there. Yeah,
That looked like that would have been an issue for me.
being in that tight spot with all those
No,
people.
just the amount of overlap from past.
Oh, like
It was a lot of people
you
in
had
the
some
same.
skeletons in there.
And you know Ludlow's not that big. It was a small quarters,
Mhm.
and it would have been a lot of.
You can't
overlap.
avoid.
It just
nobody.
would have been very
Yeah, you
better
can't
that I
avoid
didn't
it.
go.
You can't avoid those conversations in a room like that.
It would have been a lot of, oh, how you doing? Oh, y'all know each other? That's crazy.
It's crazy that we all here tonight for Khaled. Like, I didn't even know you knew
God,
Khaled.
God did this.
Yeah, God brought us together. God did this. God wants us to talk and rectify our issues with each other tonight.
Imagine, wait, so you fucked her too? Listen, God don't make mistakes. Look where we at. God brought us all together to solve this.
Well, DJ Khaled had his album release party at Ludlow House
And it looked fun.
in New York City. Looked like it was a great night. How do we feel about the album? I'm gonna be honest. Khaled might have to fight Drake.
Why?
Why?
That intro was disrespectful.
Horrible.
Really?
That was disrespectful.
Could have left that intro off.
Yeah, like I get it, but Khaled, we could have done without that intro.
I think Khaled feels that way too. Because again, I'm gonna go back to what he said on Drink Champs. The way I start my album, nobody can fuck with me. And I thought he was talking about the Jay-Z verse. And then I saw the track list and it said Drake. So I'm thinking Drake went off on No Secret. So Khaled don't even count that as him starting his album. There's no way Khaled said no one could fuck with me after this 47 seconds of secrets Drake was telling.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but hey, maybe I'm just not that great of a producer. So, but I could have did without 47 seconds of an intro from Drake. I'm gonna just be honest. Like you see, what is it called? No Secrets.
No Secret.
No secret.
No Secret, and then featuring Drake. I'm like, okay, this is about to be. If we know one thing, Drake on the intro or outro is great.
I thought he was gonna get off.
So it was just a little disappointing to hear. Not even 47 seconds. Drake only
Yeah.
rapped for about 38 seconds.
Drake must not like Khaled splits.
No, Drake probably, he was like busy
If-
defending the ministry of Canada and all that other shit he told Game. Remember, he got a lot of shit going on. Properties
true.
that he's
That
looking
is
after and shit like that. Got a lot of shit. Time is of the essence. And
Remember, he had to go to France. You know, I had to live that life.
yeah,
Had to
got to
live
go
the-
around and,
yeah, had
and
to-
promote the album and live that life and things like that. So he just gave Khaled
Trying to live
38 seconds.
The soccer player life.
And then it went into the record that everyone has been talking about all weekend. Well, I can't even say the record, the verse. Because y'all just completely forgot that Drake, Ross and Wayne were on that record. But
That's not true.
Which
though.
can we start? I wish, and I don't have any information. I assume that Ross and Wayne both got that beat in an email with no context. There was no whole verse at the time, and they just sent something back.
Mhm.
I feel like had Wayne known that Jay was gonna do that and kind of set the record straight for the 17,000th time that I'm better than all y'all,
yeah,
Wayne would have went further into what he was talking about in his verse of saying, I invented all this. All you guys are my kids. I did the dread tat. I started this culture right here. This is me. I would have liked Wayne to rap for much longer on that topic, but I know he probably didn't have context that Jay was going to go for 4 minutes straight
Yeah.
about how much he's done for the world. Because Wayne went off. It was just, I think he was just sending a 16. I think Khaled, who's his man, say, yo, can you give me a verse on this? He said, all right, bet. Because he could have went on much longer about him really being the reason of why rap looks the way it looks.
I'm going to be honest. Ross and Wayne shouldn't have been on that record.
I agree. I think the intro should have just been Jay.
Yeah, that's a Jay-Z intro. That should have been the intro to the album, honestly. Just let Jay have that and then put that Ross and Wayne verse on something else, because Ross got off on that and Wayne got off on that. But it's just that what Jay did after them, it just kind of took, the light away from what they did. And it's not no knock to, they didn't like not perform on the record, but what Jay did was just something different. Because we don't get a lot of Jay verses unless it's his project. It just was too much. I think it was too much for Ross and Wayne to kind of try to stand next to. And I think that Ross verse and Wayne verse, they should have did that on another track. I think that whole verse should have been the intro to the album.
I think if Wayne would have went for longer and they take Ross off, I think that would have been a really good.
So you wasn't fucking with Ross verse?
I just don't think
it's a good Ross verse, but when you put it in context to even Wayne's quick verse, it doesn't stand.
Even Wayne's quick verse was still talking about the same type of thing that Jay was talking about. It was just condensed,
Yeah.
So
we're the goats.
Yeah, we're the goats. That's exactly. Long story short,
you guys are all here because of us.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I just, again, Jay's verse was so different, and the talk is just so different, and what he was getting off, and he's touched on things that he, it was just different.
If Wayne centers, and we know Wayne could rap forever if he wants to.
Oh yeah.
If he centered the whole verse around dreadlocks, face tats, I'm the apex, I made the culture, what up twin? Like if his whole verse was centered around that, that could have been one of the more classic rap records ever. In how we're seeing hip hop age of Wayne and Jay just going back and forth of how they kind of created everything that we do know right now.
We also didn't need John Legend on the end of that.
Yeah, I thought Friday did his thing on the hook. I really liked his hook.
Yeah.
I get it. It was an obvious John Legend outro, especially with God. But
we just don't need. See, sometimes you can overproduce a record.
Yep.
I completely agree.
And we just didn't. We love John Legend, obviously, but we didn't need him there. Love John, didn't need him right there.
I had an idea. I just, I'm not playing Monday morning quarterback. I thought it would be cool, on Volume 3 and on the Carter 2, how Jay and Wayne did the same beat 3 times or 2 times in the album. It was the outro, the fly-in. Had Wayne popped it off with that verse, like I'm saying, if you just get the verses you have, Wayne starts the album out with that, you get right into the album, and Jay is the outro. Same beat, same shit. You start the album with Wayne doing that, you end the album with Jay on the same beat.
So just get Ross out of here.
If Ross would redo his verse, I would say put that in the middle.
So get Ross out of here.
Ross' verse is great. It just don't match
Ross,
up.
redo your verse, and then we might put your shit in the middle of the album.
He sounds great on it. Don't try to make me sound like a Ross hater. He sounds amazing on it. It just don't match up to what the theme of that record is and what they were talking about.
Got you.
That's all. And we could sit here like every other podcast that already has, breaking down every Hove line. It's one of the better verses we've heard
I'm definitely not
in a really long time. I don't want to do that either.
Every Hove line. I'm not going to post every picture I have with Hove.
Ooh.
I'm not going to.
Now let's get into it.
I'm just not going to do it.
That's why I wanted to get into it.
Were people doing that?
The way people act when Hove releases a verse.
Listen, and I get it. You know what I mean? We because we say we give people their flowers. We're supposed to salute the greats while we have them.
Posting a picture with an icon is not giving them their flowers.
Listen, but it's weird. The way people design their flowers these days is just weird. I can't tell people how to give their flowers. I'm not in that business. But
somebody posting Jay on their Instagram account is not giving Jay his flowers. I'm sorry.
It's just people just want to seem like they're part of the in crowd, or they know Hove, and I just think it's nasty to call somebody your big homie and you don't have their phone number.
Yikes.
That's fair.
That's just nasty to me.
Yeah.
That's just me. I can't be like, yo, that's my big homie. Yo, call him right now.
Yeah, that should fall under the line.
Call your big homie, tell him I said what's up.
I'm not part of this that Twitter crowd with you toxic women that say it's embarrassing when men call other men big bro. I think we need more big bros out there, and men should find big bros.
But if they're
you don't really
actually
know
your
that
big
dude
bro.
and don't have his number,
Yeah, don't call him.
that's not your big bro.
Yeah,
That's not your big bro. That's not your big homie. You know, but I get it. You know, it's Jay, it's Hove. It's, you know, he's one of the greats, if not the greatest. You know, he comes out and shows us that he's still in shape and he can still rap at an elite level from time to time. So people get excited and, you know, they want to, you know, just show love, I guess, in their own way. I'm not gonna call it weird. I'm just that's just their own way of showing love to Jay. But I just thought it was just a little weird.
Will you be my big homie?
Excuse me?
Will you be my big homie?
Will I be your big homie?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be a big homie.
Mal, would you be my big homie?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
I'm all big homied out.
But we have each
Rory
other's
saying
numbers.
that's a stretch. With
You just know some people just don't belong in the class.
Yeah. Like, Eddin, what would you call
Like,
me?
like honors math. Some people just don't belong in
What
there.
you call me for, Eddin?
You know,
Yo, the oranges ain't selling on the Deegan no more. What should I do?
right? Exactly. What fruit should I switch up to? You know,
It's mango season. Like,
yo, Mal.
I love
Okay,
Eddin,
all
man.
right.
I just love Eddin.
What would you do if the oranges stopped selling on that specific exit off the Deegan from the GW?
I start selling water.
I ain't gonna
of
lie.
course.
You got to lock down. You got to lock down Midtown.
It's
you know what I'm
marketing.
saying? Yeah.
It's all about marketing.
It's like, yo, who else is out there? Who else is moving on that block? Who else is moving on
Gotta
that
make the
strip? Eddin?
moves.
Yeah.
Do you think you, Jay, and Biggs would have gotten too big had that?
Yo,
made
you know
it?
what?
Yo,
Just because I
I just want to know. Do
Yo,
you,
you
think,
know what's
do you
funny?
feel the three of y'all would have got too
I
big
promise you.
had that?
No,
not
I
made
had
it?
nothing to do. Don't put me in that.
He
But
said, it
I
said
did.
me, Maul, and Biggs probably got too big if they ain't booked that low. What up, Mafa?
Yeah.
Mafa.
Yo, you know what's funny? I meant to call Biggs and talk because I just know that right now where he's at in his life, he didn't want to hear that. I know he was so.
Is he still on
I
parole?
know he was so tight. I know he was so tight when he heard that bar. He just like he must forget about all of that shit back in the 90s. But
Oh,
I didn't know Biggs was on Vlad.
yeah,
that was a old ass interview.
when he first came home. Yeah.
I did want to call you. Well, we spoke, but when that line came out,
That's just funny. Yeah, that's just funny. I know he was fucking heated.
can I be messy?
Yeah. The fuck. It's your
I think
show.
there was a little tone in that Meek bar.
Of course,
Well,
Felt like there was a little tone
of course. It was
because we know Jay is the petty king of not saying something's direct, but kind of leaving it there for the person that knows to know.
You know, it was all about it's just kind of like, don't ever think that we could beef. Like, to me, but talking to me, like, yo, Meek, don't ever think that we could beef. Like, I helped get you out of jail, get your freedom. Like, I will never sit here and beef with you about music and, you know, management and all this other shit. Like, we can never beef. Like, I would never even have that type of energy with you. But it was a tone of, so don't feed into none of the shit. Like, don't get caught up in trying to, you know, feel yourself a little too much and think that you could actually ever have a beef with me. Like, no.
And I don't think Meek's been feeling himself.
No, absolutely not. I'm just saying it. But you know how people fall into that.
well,
People
question.
start reading things on the internet and they start tweeting, and we know that Meek tweets exactly what he's thinking at the moment before proof thinking. He just tweets.
Proof thinking. is
Yeah,
funny.
he doesn't proof think. He just tweets
Yeah.
what he's thinking. And, you know, that can cause a whole thing. And I'm pretty sure, you know, that line was just like, yo, me and you could never beef, bro. Like, I got you out of jail. Like,
So
I
Chino
genuinely have love
Braxton
for you.
on Twitter quoted the tweet or quoted the song, right? And then Meek
Who?
Mill, Chino Braxton. Oh.
Chino is Meek's friend. He's
Right.
he's
quoted
a legendary motorcycle
Shout out to
dirt
Chino.
bike rider
But
from Philly.
so
He's not from Baltimore.
He might be from Beatmore.
All right.
Beatmore and Philly is one and the same.
point is, Meek
Careful.
quote tweeted it, and he said never.
Yeah.
I think Meek was referring to saying they could never beef. I saw a bunch of people
Oh.
saying that, like Hove Day saying never.
Okay.
Like, I know what Meek was saying.
Yeah, he said never. Like,
People
he-
just
Okay.
are
bro,
trying
Meek,
to find shit.
Meek will never beef with Jay. It will
No, of
never
course
happen. Like, he will never do it. It's not gonna happen. Like, trust me. There's very few people that will actively try to beef with Jay, first of all. Let's just put that out there. Meek is not one of those people.
Mm.
He has way too much love and respect for Jay and what he's done for him. Like, you help somebody get out of prison, like, you owe that person, like, heavy for the rest of your life, whether you want to believe it or face it or not. You owe that person. Like, they got you your freedom back. So
Yeah.
No, they can't beef.
I get it. I just don't, and this is gonna sound like a shot at M. It's not. I just don't need M on Use This Gospel.
Why not?
Like, I just think it could have been better on another record. That's all. I don't know. Don't take my words very seriously. It's just
too late.
I'm not gonna go back to that record. I'll be honest with you. I see the moment. I see what you're trying to do. I would like to hear Kanye and M on something different. That's all.
Jadakiss' interlude.
Liked it. Didn't need the verses audio in the beginning of it.
At some point, I thought he was just putting the verses
Yeah.
audio as the interlude. But I want to skip too far ahead. There were some skips on here from me personally because some of the newer shit isn't really for me.
Beautiful is the record with Future and SZA.
Yes.
Amazing record.
Love that record.
I almost feel like he should have led with that.
Yeah,
I know
love
it doesn't
that
really
record.
fit the rest of the album, so maybe it wouldn't be a good first single.
Yeah.
But that to me is probably the best record on this. I owe an apology
Two.
to the
The Party All the Time
Party All
sample.
the Time shit. That's a record I actually really do love on that. And I felt bad for Offset because he had to present at the VMAs with Khaled. And Khaled just kept screaming, all I do is put the biggest artists in the world on my fucking projects. And he's standing next to Offset, who's not on it, but his other two group members are.
Yikes.
It was just weird to me.
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm just going to talk about the records that I liked. I don't want to get into
Let's
shit
Pray with Don Toliver and Travis. I like it.
Cool. It was okay. Lotto City Girls. I like it. I need to hear that one out.
The Way Past Luck with 21 Savage. I like that one.
That's high on my list. 21 went off. 21 is
He's on a run.
slowly becoming one of my favorite new rappers.
He's on a run.
Period. These Streets Know My Name with the features on there. I was disappointed.
Was Skilla Bang and who, Demaris?
Buju Banton.
There you go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could tell she had a beef patty with cocoa bread this weekend.
Mr. Banton.
Yeah, Mr. Banton.
Mr. Baton.
Mr. Banton.
I think that could have been, I don't know. It was underwhelming to me. But it wasn't obvious. Like, he brought them more into Khaled's world than them bringing Khaled into their worlds.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I just would have liked maybe a more traditional dancehall record with all them,
Yeah.
to be honest. But I don't know. There's moments on this, and then there's things I don't like. It's a Khaled album, and I don't mean that in a good or bad way.
That's
It has
what
shit I like,
happens.
but I'm sure there's plenty of people for all the things I don't like would say the complete opposite that I'm saying.
It's
so
all
there's
subjective.
shit for everybody.
It's
on it.
all subjective. But this is what happens when you have the access to the biggest artists in the world and you're able to put them all in one project. Sometimes it's just not going to mesh and hit the way you thought when you read the names.
Mhm.
But there's some songs on this album that obviously I would go back to for sure.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, it's a Khaled project. Something for everybody on there. It's like a playlist. So, it is what it is. But he does have some records on here that I do like. The Let's Pray, like I said, Don Toliver, Travis Scott. Beautiful with Future and SZA, amazing record.
Way Past Luck again, 21 Savage,
Yeah.
crazy.
There's some joints on here. I'm not mad at this album, Khaled. Not mad at it.
I definitely liked it much better than the last one, for sure.
Yeah.
JID.
JID. Jitty Jid.
After even just a weekend of listening, I have it already in Rap Album of the Year candidate, for sure. It's quickly in that conversation.
Jid is a fucking alien.
I'm glad he took his time. With rapping, he doesn't need to take his time. Jid could rap
Right.
at any time.
Mhm.
I can tell production wise, that was why he took his time.
Yeah.
he
And
was
you
trying
can hear
to make some records.
Yeah, you can hear it in the song structure that, okay, he definitely stopped this at some point, came back to it. Like, you could just hear it. And
For sure.
Being in the studio long enough, watching people's process, hearing records created, you just know what to listen for. The energy is a little different here than it was there. The beat changes. That takes a time of sitting with a record and then hearing something totally different, going back in and doing a record over. He had a lot of that on the album.
And perspective wise, you could just tell with the time he took from the last album, he's in a whole different space from popularity wise to rap career wise to I think he's starting to figure out what the fuck he wants out of this, what type of artist he wants to be.
Mhm.
It wasn't because once I feel like JID got really popular right around the time they did the Dreamville writing camp thing. That's when I think like the attention really was put on him because you would just watch him kill everybody in the
And
studio.
Earth Gang as a whole is super dope.
Yeah, anytime they're together with Earth Gang, like down to the Spillage Village shit, like I can't wait till they put out another project together.
Mhm.
Just that entire clique
Yeah.
is different to me. It's the type of rap I like to hear and type of music I like to hear in 2022. But you could tell Jid is not on the I need to kill everybody phase of his career anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's where he was at. Let me prove my fucking point. I can rap better than everyone.
Yeah.
Give me a beat and I'm not going to look at it maybe as a song. I'm just going to spaz on you.
Now it's more about the entire project, the entire, thing, the artistry of it all.
Mm-hmm. Which I heard on Spillage Village too.
Yeah.
But this just as his own body of work. It's
I can't wait to see this this album live. I want to see Jid perform this, go on the road with this project. Just because I believe he is in that, he's entering that level of artistry where, the live show is going to be something that you need to go to as well. So I'm happy for JID. The Forever Story available now on your DSPs.
So man, you got
great project,
got a
great rapping.
Well, Yasin, you got a Yasin Bey.
Great music, great features.
Jonta Austin, like just really cool, interesting features on this as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
21 Savage again.
Baby Tate, who is super underrated.
Ari
And Aaron
Lennox,
Allen Kane, who I love. Like
Lil Wayne.
These are the type of features I would pick for my calendar.
Yeah. I love the Jonta Austin record too.
Yeah.
Good record. Shout out to JID, man. I'm happy for him, man. It's been a long time. He took his time with this, but he got it right. And it sounds amazing, so I'm happy for him.
And I'll probably have a completely different review, not in a negative way, probably in a more positive way, in 6 months.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those that needs to stay on repeat. So shout out to Jid, man. I'm really happy for him. VMAs, I thought he did great as well with the in-between. And Flo Milli, shout out to Flo Milli.
I like
VMAs did really good with that, I don't want to say rising stage, but that was kind of what it used to be. Up and coming artists, because Jid and Flo Milli obviously are pretty established.
Yeah.
But they did a great job. And I'm glad Jid got that look right when the album came out. And did you see the Khaled and Jid moment? It didn't get talked about the way I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Because we've seen what happened with Khaled and Tyler on the last one. And Jid was like, you beat me. Yeah. I felt like Jid was joking.
Of course.
Because I know Jid to be funny. Khaled's like, it's not even about that. Khaled, yes, it is. It's not about that because you're number one.
Because you won.
But when you wasn't number one, it was about that.
What is this? It's weird music. It's like, where do you even listen to that?
Yo, saying where you listen to that from Igor is fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, man. Gotta love Khaled.
Speaking of Atlanta, I watched the Lil Baby doc on Amazon Prime.
How was it?
It was good. And I didn't go in on some hating shit. I did go in though thinking it's a little early for a Lil Baby doc. And I was completely wrong. It was incredibly shot. It had damn near all the footage from when he decided to start rapping to now. Everything through quarantine. Obviously his backstory. His mother took a lot of video of him as a kid. I don't know, because Baby is so quiet. We just don't really know him like that. It was nice to like really see Baby for who he is as a human being. It was an incredible doc. I have a new respect for Lil Baby. I have a new respect for his artistry as much as I already liked his music and him as an actual rapper. I like him as a person after this. And they got into which I was unaware of. Not that I should have been aware of it, but it should be out in the world. I didn't know the 96 Olympics fucked up the communities in Atlanta the way it did. They bulldozed public housing.
Yeah.
People were homeless for them trying to make room around downtown. I wasn't aware that like the way the Cross Bronx fucked up the Bronx.
Right.
I didn't know the Olympics in 1996 did that to Atlanta and how much that even affected Baby being born around that time.
Wow.
Like it was interesting when they did a deep dive into that. I thought that was the other cool part of that doc. Like they really fucked up Atlanta so we could have some games.
And then bombed it.
Word.
Life is crazy. Yeah, I didn't see this documentary yet. I do want to check it out. Lil Baby is obviously one of the hottest artists, hottest rappers right now. I just like the way Lil Baby, I like his whole, the way he moves. We was in Atlanta shooting a video a couple years ago. He did the video with St. John. And just watching him, observing the way he moves on set and how he, his team and how everybody, it just was like, okay, this is somebody that he gets it. He understands. And you could just see that with certain men. Men know how, like, okay, he's moving the right way. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to, you know what I'm saying? Like he you can see that this dude is like, all right, I know that I'm an established artist. I know that I'm elevating. I'm going different places, and just seeing that, and then hearing the music on top of it, it's like, okay, here's somebody. He's ready for the spotlight.
And you know, as older heads hate hearing.
I think giving James Harden all that money was a little weird though for his birthday. I mean, James Harden has probably made $400 million playing basketball. I don't know if giving him
He's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing it. James is doing IFAs. I don't know if giving him 100,000 is like.
But it was beautiful. I didn't know that he paid for George Floyd's daughter's birthday. She was turning 6. His son had just turned 6 too. They went to the birthday party. Like, it was a lot of stuff I just didn't know about Baby that he purposely didn't let the world know.
Mm-hmm.
That I just thought was cool about him and everything he does for specifically the west side of Atlanta.
I'm not mad. I don't know if I like artists doing documentaries early in their career. Like, I'd like give us one every,
I think
5 years.
After watching it, I think, yes, this warranted something for Baby, especially because he's not outspoken like that and he's quiet.
Yeah, he's definitely.
But I don't want a bunch of artists to start thinking they're ready for it.
No. Okay, all right. Now see what you're saying. Hey, all the artists out there, listen. There are only a few people that can do these type of early documentaries in their career. Everybody ain't Little Baby. All of y'all can't do.
Travis, I think, would be due up for a doc if they do it the way they did this one. Because Travis be quiet for the most part, and we know he.
But he has a doc though, doesn't he? I think Travis has something.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw something with Travis.
Well, I'm not saying the doc around a specific album. This was a doc about his life. Like, I learned about his upbringing and this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, old heads, myself included, when we hear. Because when Baby came out, he's like, "Oh, I've only been rapping for like 6 months." Now? Yeah, after watching the VMAs, I'm an old head.
Okay, you're not an old head.
31?
He is though.
32.
When it comes
31
to music,
is an old head.
When it comes to music is
there's no
very
country
young.
for old men in hip hop.
Everything is catered toward young girls and young guys these days. It's not catered toward us.
Rap years
Other than
and
the people we
rap
grew
years
up
is like
with.
dog years.
And dog ears.
Sure.
Ooh, bars.
Trying to connect everything. But when Baby came out, initially it was like, I've only been rapping for 6 months. I actually don't give a fuck about this. Like on Breakfast Club the first time. I was maybe, I'm not turned off, but I was like, that's probably not someone I'm going to run to. Watching how he literally just started rapping and spent 2 years straight in the studio, like practicing like a fucking basketball player. I was like, all right, see, this is what I needed to see. That's why he got so good so quick. Because he literally sat in there and practiced every fucking day. Because there's plenty of rappers that are just like, yeah, I saw you could catch a lick, so here I am. And Baby gave a fuck about this shit.
Maybe we should have practiced too. I guess, I don't know.
Mom.
Little Baby still
Shaq
has.
did I, if you think about it.
He went to get another chip afterwards, you know?
Fuck are we talking about? Like, hey, y'all let that. Hey,
Yo,
they let
Jamal.
him get. They let. All right, never mind. I'm just mad at like B Marshall and them niggas. They let him get that off. Like,
You know, he knows sports.
what, nigga? What? Man, yeah. Listen, man. I'm. God got his hands on me still. I'm getting better every day, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
Listen, man, I just want to tell B Marshall, Diggs was in the room, and Diggs was shaking his head.
Man, dog. Anyway,
He knows what I'm talking about.
So I see Demaris put something up here about, it's called vabbing, if you will. Vabbing. Women on TikTok are dabbing their vaginal secretions on themselves like perfume to attract the opposite sex. Now, Baby D, can you give us a little more about this dabbing?
Also, do you ever
vabbing? I'm sorry.
Have you ever watched Shark Week? We were talking about fishing before.
Big fan of Shark.
You know when they take like a bunch of dead fish and
It's called
blood
chum.
and they just throw that shit in the water?
Yeah, chum.
So a lot of dead fish, but just on your neck.
So women are putting their chum on their elbows.
The
inside their
reasoning,
neck, behind their
Are they wet when they do it, or just they're
Yes,
just
it's
wiping
Just
their
like sweat.
it's not sweat. It's like vaginal secretions.
What's vaginal secretions?
Heavy, and then they really do it like when they're ovulating too. Because at the end of the day, we're animals. We're animals, and we have animalistic things about us, and they think that their pheromones from that will attract men to them. And a lot of women have said that it works. I'm not running to do it.
Would you?
Would I? I'm not against it. I don't really need to attract the opposite sex.
I have a point, but they'll just say I'm victim blaming.
Yeah, so I don't know if women notice or not. You don't need to put your vaginal secretions on to attract the opposite sex. I promise you.
What do they need to put on?
Instagram.
Perfume. How about that? Perfume works.
Body spray,
Wait, so how does the TikTok go? Is
It depends on how old you are, first of all.
like Victoria's Secret body spray.
And then if you're putting on body spray, you're young. You shouldn't be trying to attract anyone at that age. But
Oh,
You'd be
please.
surprised.
When did you start trying to attract women?
try, define try.
Yeah, like I was
11,
Thank you. So like,
yeah, but we're boys though.
and it didn't work. Just letting you know.
Little girls shouldn't be putting on anything trying to attract anybody. I'm just saying it's
Okay.
different.
No
It's
love
different.
potion.
okay,
It's different. It's a
Okay.
difference. It's a difference.
okay.
It's
Little
double
girls
standard.
can't be
It's
putting
double
on shit.
standard.
Boys, you know, we put on a fucking a jersey and think we attracting a girl.
Some Old
We
Spice.
stupid. Yeah, we don't know. We put on deodorant. We're like, oh, they're gonna love us for this one.
There you go.
It was weird because the only time I really at 11 that worked was when I was breaking up the communion.
Wait, what?
Rory. It's a very dark Rory joke today.
Only time it worked for me.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, so I don't know which one of you ladies are vabbing, but you should probably stop.
How does this challenge work? Are they playing pocket pool on the video and then just throwing it on their neck
No,
and wrist?
it's not even
Oh,
like
pocket
it's not a
pull.
challenge. It's just
So
some
before they
women
leave the house or while they're outside, they do this.
Well, how
They
would
do
you?
that before they leave the house. They dab it on and they put a little perfume over it, and it's just you can't. The thing is, you're not supposed to be able to smell them. Like if I go to hug her, I can't say, "Oh, you got pussy on your neck." Like it's not gonna be like
It depends
that.
on whose
That'd be
pussy
wild,
it is.
right? Yeah.
Because
Some
you
pussy
know
be
pussy
smelling
when you
good.
smell pussy.
Yes,
So
yes,
when that thing
yes,
ain't
Mom.
fresh,
Yeah.
you're like, ooh, somebody in here need to.
That's the chum.
Yeah, that's chum.
The chummy neck.
Some of these girls are
Chummy
smelling
neck?
like chum down there. Yeah.
Chum chum.
Anyway, but in
Chimichurri.
in
Not chimichurri. Oh,
Chimichurri. I'm sorry, D. Go ahead.
Why Trudy caught astray?
Chimichurri.
in theory,
Yeah.
it will attract men.
Unknowingly.
Unknowingly, yes.
Do you
Because
think
we're-
So it's not like you're gonna smell and say, "Oh, I smell pussy, I'm attracted." It's more like there's pheromones in body secretions, the same way there's pheromones in hair and sweat and things
Yeah.
like that. So, it
Okay,
will-
well, I'm not
that's
mad
the
at it
thought.
if y'all washing your ass properly and, you know, it's okay. Just don't let it smell like must or, you know, a little stinky. Have I ever told you about the time I went in the bathroom? I'm going to tell you the story. I probably said it before. So I'm at a restaurant
You
and it's
didn't
like the
tell us.
unisex. It's like the unisex bathroom. So it's like a little
No,
line.
he doesn't.
4 stalls, right? So it's a lady that works at the restaurant in front of me. So a lady that also worked at the restaurant came out of one of the stalls. So obviously it's an available stall now. So I'm thinking the lady in front of me is gonna go. She turns and look at me and said, "No, you can go ahead." So I'm thinking that's like restaurant policy. If a customer's online and
Yeah.
y'all work here, y'all have to let them go first. But I'm like, I felt whack because it's a woman. I'm like, nah, go ahead. Like I could wait. Like I could hold it. She's like, no, go ahead. I was like, all right, cool. Go to the bathroom.
She left her whole pussy in the bathroom.
Oh my God. And it was the summertime.
Ugh.
So it was hot back there anyway near the bathrooms. Like the AC, I guess, wasn't working or something. So it was just hot air back there. Yo, that bathroom smelled like
Pussy.
death, like roadkill. Like, you know stink pussy when you smell stink pussy.
Ugh.
It wasn't shit. She didn't take a shit. She just bust her legs open and pissed. And it smelled like, so when I came, like it was so bad, I had to keep my mouth closed. 'Cause I felt like it was the scent
Then you
on
could
my-
taste it.
I swear to God.
He was eating.
When I came out, the girl that worked there was still standing there. So I looked at her like, and she said,
She
yo,
knew.
but listen.
She
honestly,
owned up to it?
No, it wasn't. Not the girl that came out. The other girl that was
Okay.
waiting. I looked at her. I was like, yo, why you let me go in there? And she looked at me. She was like, yo, I didn't want to go in there and come out and you think that was me.
That's
She
fair.
said, yo,
I
but
mean,
we.
that's
That's fair.
fair.
She said,
I've
yo,
definitely walked out of bathrooms before. Like, I just want to let you know that was not me.
Yeah,
It smelled
no.
that way when I came in.
But it's crazy because they work together and they know it's a thing. It's like a thing amongst the workers. Like, yo, we trying to tell her, like,
That smelly box.
I'm like,
over
yo, so y'all know? They was like, yo, we been trying to tell Shorty to like, and I was like, yo, I'm talking about that. I can smell it now, and that was like at least 4 years.
there. I believe that's called PTSD.
No, it was like at least 4 years
Yo,
ago,
having
and I could
pussy
still,
traumatic
PTSD is funny.
I could still smell it. Like I know that. So if I smelled it right now, I'd be like, yo, Shorty that used to work in the spot must be in
Yeah,
here.
why is she in this house?
Exactly. So yeah,
What would be the man's version of our
vabbing?
Yeah.
You guys actually
ball
could probably
sweat?
use your underarms.
Oh. Why,
Underarms or ball sweat.
and then put it on
Ball
my neck.
sweat is
why
what would
gotta be
attract y'all?
ball sweat?
I'm not gonna put my ball sweat on my neck. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
That's
okay.
cool.
You
Yeah.
said what would be the equivalent. I didn't say what you would do.
Yeah.
Like-
Yo, so when we got like pre-cum, that means we wet?
Yeah. It's basically.
You know, we ready.
Yeah.
We good to go
We
after
ready?
the pre-com, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Just asking.
Do you think some of the weaker people in the world were just pre-cum babies and not real cum babies?
Yo, if you a pre-cum baby, you a fucking
You
sucker.
pussy. I know people in the world that are pre-cum babies.
I can tell a pre-cum baby when they start acting. I'm
Yeah.
like, this nigga a pre-cum baby right here, yo. You can always tell a pre-cum baby
You
like
half a sperm.
You ain't got enough nutrients in your body, nigga. You ain't a whole nigga. Like
Your dad didn't even know he nutted.
yeah, like you ain't a whole nigga, man. You a pre-cum
whole
baby. You
nigga.
lacking mad nutrients, nigga. I can tell in your shoulders, nigga.
Demaris, when you were young, did you ever end up in a man's room and look over at his dresser and see Axe body spray?
Yeah, obviously.
You gave him some ass still?
She 100% still gave ass.
Did he smell like Axe body spray?
No.
Okay.
She didn't know what it was.
But I liked, so when I was in high school, me and all my cousins, we liked the smell of Axe body spray. I had a cousin, shout out to Jalisa, I'm gonna throw you out there. She used to spray Axe body spray on her pillows so she could sleep better.
Okay.
What
When
the
we were in high
fuck?
school.
You know
That
in
shit
this
is like
you know in this
fucking
podcast.
cyanide. That shit is
Yeah. What the fuck? No offense to your cousin.
It's the reason the ozone layer is
yeah.
is suffering right now.
Yeah, that shit knock you the fuck out.
It's the
Axe
reason of
body
global
spray.
warming. You know, I've never judged you on this podcast, and I usually defend you. This might be the one time in my life I'm judging you
Okay.
that you like the smell of Axe body spray.
What
I was
about
in high school. Actually,
Right.
I might have been in middle school. I think they were in high school. And we just liked it because of the, like, we liked the way boys smell. Like,
Demaris would have went crazy
Yeah.
in Long Island.
yeah?
You would have went nuts.
All the Old Spice and
Thank
Axe.
God you were upstate.
yeah.
The Axe shop.
Long Island, you would have went. Lost your mind.
So what were you wearing in high school?
Dior.
Cool water.
Me?
You're
Def-
a fucking slut.
Definitely had cool water.
100% had cool water.
Cool water. What was the other one with the man? It looked like a little man. It was the
Oh fuck.
Gaultier, Jean Paul Gaultier.
Yes.
Jean Paul Gaultier. That was the shit.
And then there was the one that there was bit off that was the Bodman shit.
Yeah, that was the
That was nasty.
Yeah, you
Bodman
couldn't-
was pretty much
you
Axe
couldn't
body
wear
spray.
that. Jupe used to be the shit. I
I
don't know if you
remember
remember
Jupe.
Jupe.
I do.
Jupe
I do.
used to
I
be
never
the
wore
shit.
it, but I remember it.
Jupe used to be the shit. It was a few colognes I had. I used to think I was that nigga.
And then what did you upgrade to?
Now?
No, what did you, well, not before now. So maybe 20 years ago.
Polo blue. I thought I was doing something.
See?
The first like really like away from high school like cologne that I got, I think, and I got it for a Christmas gift, I think was a bottle of Gucci cologne.
There you go.
That's like, you know, you see
was Gucci
Gucci.
guilty?
Regular shit.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
I
know
don't
if
think
it
that
was
was out
guilty.
back
I don't
then.
think it was guilty. Back then, yo, listen. I
didn't
listen,
mean
no, because we gonna get. Listen,
We're not gonna talk about the
promise
70s like that.
I wasn't born in 1960.
Oh.
I promise you.
I know when you were born.
Okay.
I booked your flight.
All right.
70s, the 70s.
It was the 70s. It was the late 70s.
Everyone was doing heroin. You had to be there.
And I was not a pre-cum baby. Let me just tell you, I was not a pre-cum baby.
It was a full load.
It was a full load.
full load? Oh, gosh.
No, Pops was crazy. Rolling Stone. He let it go. Full load. Absolutely. Definitely.
What do you
Anyways,
wear now,
when
Mom?
I
'Cause
bought
you
the-
smell good.
Chanel?
See? I knew
Rory?
that.
Well, I know what Rory
I'm a
wears.
Joe Malone guy,
Joe Malone,
but a
yeah.
specific Joe Malone that I don't want to say. But
Okay.
remember when the Polo cologne came with the duffel bag?
Oh my God.
It still
From
does
Macy's.
probably.
The
Yeah.
fucking time.
You couldn't tell. I had nothing in the duffel bag. There was nothing for me to carry.
That's
I
a
was
little
just like,
spinning night bag.
you know, out here.
The whole bag.
A little spinning night bag. A little hoe bag.
But I wasn't spending the night anywhere. I just had it with me.
Not with
Like,
that
oh, you know
cologne.
the Polo
The
bag with
dude,
me.
the dude that introduced me to the one of the colognes I buy now. I was like, yo, what kind of cologne is this? It's not the cologne, it's a weapon.
Oh shit.
I said, well, sir, ring me up.
Right. You got you.
50%
I'll
of the
take
time
two
it
of
works
those.
every time.
I'll take two of those weapons. But yeah, Chanel.
You look like
YSL.
You look like you went through that era where you were wearing the wood rosaries with the oils.
I never wore wood rose.
He
Wood
tell you that
rosaries
every
with the
time.
Yeah, he tried to
never
get me to
wore
slip
that.
up and be like, nah, I had
One
one. I
day.
never did it. I
You'll
never
admit it
wore
one
the
day.
wood
You'll
rosary.
admit it.
I never did the wood jewelry.
I'm gonna catch him one day.
Yeah,
I
one
never
day.
did
One day's be like, yeah, no, I had that. on.
Bro, I never wore the wood.
Did you have the gang beads? Remember the gang beads?
Never did that either.
Same era.
Same era, but I never did that.
Yeah.
Nah. They was trying to get me. My man was like, yo, I'm saying, I'm gonna give you all I'm saying. You could just wear the bead. I said, bro, I'm not wearing that.
When my man
shit.
Danny told me those beads were gang related, I took them off my neck so fucking fast.
Yo, seeing Rory with blood beads around his
I didn't. They were just cool. I didn't know there was blood beads.
yo, nah, they blessed. Don't touch him. Don't touch. Remember they like, yo, they blessed. They blessed. They blessed. Don't
yeah,
touch
so is halal food.
Exactly.
No, I'm screaming.
Yo, they blessed. Don't touch. Yo, fam, if you don't get out of here with that dumb shit.
Oh, I'm gonna bring back the wood rosary.
John Morant bought a house for his
God, dude.
parents and his sister right next to him. Same property. I like John Morant.
I do too.
Black
He
Jesus.
reminds me of a. He
Could've been a
reminds me
Nick.
of a point guard from the
Could have been a
'90s.
Nick is very funny.
I like Ja.
And should be a series.
Shout out to John Morant.
All the best players.
The Memphis Grizzlies made sure they paid him correctly. Gave him a stupid bag.
Yes,
They did.
sir.
Yeah, man. Our basketball season's coming up, Rory.
We excited? We're going to Knicks games?
Football season is coming up. Basketball season's coming up.
Going
to
I
some
just
games.
love the fact that the summer is getting ready to taper off and we get ready to get into the fall.
It was a good summer.
It was good. I had a good summer. I see a lot of people trashing the summer, saying they didn't really have a good time.
I
Would
feel
you-
like I didn't do anything and it went really fast.
Oh, you?
That's what happens when you
That's-
get old and have responsibilities.
Yeah.
for marriage.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Trash.
It's only going to get worse.
Definitely want to.
But you have to find joy in the small things, though.
Summer just means it's hotter out. It's
Like
just
Whole
another part of
Foods,
the summer.
Trader Joe's. Oh my God, I go crazy when
I'm not gonna
the
front,
cherries are in season. Are you kidding me?
Same.
Like that's my wreck now. I go crazy when they tell me cherries are in season.
Yeah, people buy them faster.
Yeah.
Would you go to a tailgate party with me for a football game?
Nice.
Sure.
I
Go to
would.
MetLife?
I love
Yeah.
tailgate.
You're not
Let's
invited.
pod. Let's do one. Let's do a pod from a tailgate.
Could we do that? Do we need a generator?
We
What do
could,
need?
we could do that. Just
We
fuck.
wouldn't hear anything, but
I mean,
Nah,
no,
tailgates
we can
aren't-
make something happen.
Depending on where you at in the parking lot. Some of them
I'm not
aren't
going
that
to no
loud.
quiet tailgate party.
yeah.
I know, but we could pod like on the edge
Yeah, we are
Glory.
podding on the edge right now.
of a cemetery.
we're on the edge of getting canceled every single day.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, right there on the edge.
I have neighbors who are they're woke. I have woke neighbors.
They're woke. They are pretty woke. They like my mac and cheese too. They're nice.
What does that have to do with them being woke?
Yeah, I feel like racists would still like your
Yeah,
mac
I'm
and
still like
cheese.
making
We are on the road, live shows coming to a city near you. September 18th, we are in Chicago at Thalia Hall. September 23rd, we are in DC at the Howard Theater.
Also, you guys just added 2 shows.
We just added 2 shows, New York and LA.
Wow. Look at that.
On newroryinmall.com, you can get your tickets to the shows. Come out, have a good time. We want to put some faces to the supporters, have some fun with y'all, crack some jokes. Tell us all about your marital problems and your relationship problems.
That's
And
what
let
y'all wanna hear
Rory
about?
and myself give you some therapy and help you make it through the night. If not, break up and meet somebody else at the show.
I want a pod from the crowd.
From the crowd?
Yeah.
I thought about that, but then, the way this monkey
Monkeypox, yeah.
pox thing is going around,
Oh please.
I'm scared of the monkeypox.
Well,
COVID, I don't give a
it's
fuck.
dropped. They said that the new infections have dropped about 20%. So
There you go.
Oh, so by the time we get out there, the
chilling.
monkeys won't be wilding like that.
Yeah, they'll be back in their jungle.
Yeah. That was racist. I'll kick your
How
ass.
was that racist?
Don't say they'll be back in the jungle as we go to
Monkeys.
Chicago, you fucking...
Oh, wow. Wow. No. No.
Hang out of this
They'll be
conversation.
back in their jungle.
Don't put me
Yeah, all right. I'm going to drop you off on O Block and make your ass run back to the fucking hotel.
Don't put me there.
300.
No, thank you.
So
Are you scared of monkeypox
Me?
on this tour? Specifically this tour. I don't want to make this a
I'm-
monkeypox
I'm
thing.
I'm not scared of it. I don't want it, but I'm not scared
Yeah,
of
who
it.
wants
I
it?
mean,
Demaris, I heard, wants it.
I just don't want that
Terrified.
shit. I don't want to... I had chicken pox as a kid.
I did too.
And that wasn't fun, having bumps all over you and this monkeypox shit. Some of the videos I've seen, I don't want that shit either. COVID is, I can cough and shake in the bed for 3 days. I don't mind.
I have
Yeah, you say that because you haven't had COVID.
Yeah, you haven't had COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm ready for that though.
That should put me in the
years
hospital.
and years and years ago, I was walking on a beautiful beach and got bit by a sand mite. I'm not scared of monkeypox.
You're not scared of it?
Have you been bit by a sand mite?
Does it hurt?
I've been bit by a pit bull, so I'm guessing it can't be any
Damn.
worse than
What
that.
the
It's very it's similar, but just to a specific part. I was walking on a beach. It was beautiful. It was sunset. And I just stepped in the wrong part and something latched onto my second toe and would not let go. And as someone that has a high tolerance for pain because I'm psychotic, I almost cried. Like
Yeah, that sounds
I limped into the ocean to try to get this little fucking mite off my toe, and it just got more and more pain. And then I had a black toe for weeks. So monkeypox doesn't really scare me. I'll just stay in the house. Or I'll pod like the weekend and just put a bunch of
as long as
bandages over my face.
Just wrap your
Right.
toe up.
As
Don't
long as
worry
there's
about
no
it.
sand mites, in the.
But if
In
I
Chicago, there is a nice lake right there.
Oh,
Yeah, but if I do catch monkeypox, God forbid, I'll just have somebody stand in and do like a NFT of me at the live show.
I mean, I could just get Jay Prince and they wouldn't know any different.
Fuck you, Rory.
Did you watch the N1 doc?
I did watch the N1 doc.
I watched it too.
Great doc.
Demaris-
Hey, N1,
Demaris
fuck
fell
y'all,
sick.
man. Y'all didn't pay fucking Shane the Dribbling Machine and Main Event and my nigga AO. Y'all didn't pay them the money y'all was supposed to pay them, N1. Fuck y'all.
Did you? All right, before we really get into the doc, since you just brought up a bunch of names, did you find it weird that Escalade was not like a rest in peace to Escalade?
yeah.
Why that wasn't like a thing at all?
Was it in the doc at all?
He's in it, didn't even put his fucking name.
Damn.
Not Ali Mo. Rest in peace, Ali Mo. Ali Mo was in the doc too. They didn't. give it like a in memory of? Or?
I just felt like the Escalade was such a big part of And One that should have been.
Listen,
in the
man,
doc,
that story was very sad to see. But that's how it goes, man. You got these people that come into the inner cities and they take from our culture and put it on a global stage and think that, oh, you're supposed to just be happy with getting exposure, and fuck that exposure, man. Like pay these people, pay these athletes, pay these artists. Like y'all keep coming into these inner cities, going into these parks around the world where you would not be welcome with a camera if you weren't with these players.
That's a fact.
And they keep y'all safe and they keep y'all out of harm's way, and people embrace y'all and love y'all because y'all are with these players. And y'all make all these hundreds of millions of dollars, put these players' faces on Mountain Dew and, all over the fucking country and you think that they're just supposed to be happy with exposure and having their face on a bus stop. Like, fuck that bus stop. I got kids. I got a family to feed. Like, pay these artists, pay these athletes what you're supposed to pay them.
Yeah, it was rough to watch, and I kind of figured even going into that doc now with adult lenses on this type of shit. Because when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking anything about that. I was just like, this is fun to watch. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, this doc is probably going to get into how they was never paid.
Now you know that how business goes, and you understand.
Before the doc started, I was like, this is probably about to be how they weren't paid.
Of course, absolutely. And you could just tell, man, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up because they literally built that from the ground up. And I get it, And One and those guys that created it, I understand. But again, man, you got these players from these inner cities that are now, bringing out other players from the inner cities, now packing out, arenas in these hometowns, playing street ball. They deserve more than free gear and their faces on a fucking bus stop. Like, cut it out.
$100 grand a year ain't really getting it done for what they were doing.
That's not. Some of them were making 30 grand.
Even though Demaris kept falling asleep in the middle of it, I was trying to explain to her. I was like, at this point in my childhood, these guys were more famous than the NBA players that were making $50 million at the time. These were the most famous people I knew via basketball.
Was the most watched show on SportsCenter.
Easy.
I remember going home making sure I watched that shit every day. So it's just fucked up to see that, the players were done wrong and they didn't get their just due and get paid what they were supposed to. But it is a really good documentary. Another
Great.
Untold gem. Untold is kicking ass out here.
I don't like
they're batting 1,000. Every doc is incredible.
Where was where are they now?
Yeah, that's
where's the company now? Why did the company do it just was just
they didn't really do the fall.
It said it was sold a number of times since then to different companies. And then one of the guys said, I wish we would have gave the players some stock because then every time it's sold, they still get a percentage.
Yeah.
But it's like, y'all know how this shit goes before this even happened. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, y'all think just throw them because a lot of these guys, they need money right now. So if you say, listen, you want to go on the tour with us, we'll give you 60 grand. At the moment, they looking up, they got rent, tuition, kids, clothes, food, girlfriend, wife is, got things she needs to do around the house. It's like, you just want to have a better living for your family. So of course you take that 60 grand. But when you look up and see that And One made fucking 30 million that year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, come on, man.
Well, let me ask you, and this is in no way is shooting any of them bail. Let's say we do the hindsight is 2020 shit, and they're like, we should have gave stock options, we should have paid them more thing. How do you manage that? Because I feel like this shit was almost like music publishing more than it was NBA. Because NBA, we know there's stats and we deliver this. Mm-hmm. I know Kevin Durant is owed this much money, even though he probably should get more, but he performs at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
Their shit was more attention because no one really gave a fuck who won.
Yeah.
It was very much attention. How do you value that? Like that would have been a very hard thing to determine.
It's a hard way to gauge it and who gets paid what.
It's almost like the keyboard player that's like, hey, these keys are the reason everyone likes this song. I deserve more here.
Yeah.
The same way AO would be like, well, everyone is here to see me specifically dribble at the top of the key.
Yeah.
So
it's difficult because it is entertainment. It's they're just going around the country and playing ball against other guys in different cities. But that's for the accountants and the lawyers and the agents and the managers. That's for them to figure out how
they should have gotten
is paid
to that point. I'm just thinking, let's say they do it the right way. That would have been a very difficult.
I think you give everybody the guys that have been who are the bigger name street ball legends. They should obviously get paid more because they paved the way. They laid the foundation for this whole thing to happen.
I agree.
And then guys that come on now, like a professor, and you know, obviously, yeah, like the dude said, when you're a white guy from the hood and you do anything that is black culture,
For sure,
decent,
we
it's
knew,
magnified.
we knew why everyone loved the professor.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, it's like he shouldn't be getting paid what fucking Skip should be getting paid. Like Professor shouldn't be getting paid more than Skip. Or you know,
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just you know, it is hard to scale, but they could have figured it out. And the thing, the part of it was Shane said he asked the owner for $16,000 so that he could, you know, pay his son's tuition and all of this, and he told him no. Then the guy said, "I don't remember the conversation." You fucking remember that, man? Like, it's like stop, and that be my problem. And I love Skip, but I don't like when Skip said, "Oh, you can agree to the number, or you don't have to agree to it." But it's like, Skip, you know a lot of these situations that y'all from. It's my back is against the wall. Like, if you tell me, yo, I'm getting $30,000 right now to go on this tour, or I say no and I don't get $30,000,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I can't say no to this $30,000.
It's a lot of what we talk about with the younger artists that get taken advantage of because they're in certain situations. It's like, no, of course I'm not going to say no. You're about to give me $100,000 advance. I get $100,000,
right?
Not knowing that you're valued way higher than
Of course.
that. And these guys, I'm sure, had NBA dreams, and at that
They
point,
were
it was
selling
like,
merch.
we know the NBA for me is over. And wait, you about to pay me $30,000 to play
Right.
basketball, and I know I can't go to the NBA anymore.
Right.
Give me that $30,000.
Oh, absolutely.
Not knowing you need $3 million at minimum.
Absolutely. So, you know, it was just tough to see. But shout out to Skip, shout out to Ayo, shout out to
Yeah, man.
you know all the guys. And One Professor, Main Event, Shane the Dribbling Machine. Rest in peace, Ali Mo. Rest in peace, Escalade.
And I don't know what shape everyone is in, but even the way they kind of do the big three now, with the legacy those guys have, I would pay personally to either
Just
watch
see them.
or go to a game if just them, not get and one involved, just the guys that we know and grew up on, did like some big three. Take a year to get in shape.
Yeah.
You're gonna make money.
Yeah.
You're gonna sell merch. I would happily go to a 2-on-2. I know y'all are old. It doesn't need to be the best basketball.
Right.
Let's have fun.
Yeah.
I would watch that for sure. To watch AO and Professor lace up again,
Fire.
hell yeah, I would watch that. Even Skip.
Well, Skip's looked like he's still in shape. He looked like
he
can still
had
go
an
out there.
NBA career.
Yeah, he looked like he
So-
can still go out there and give somebody some buckets.
I think a lot of them would still give people buckets.
I ain't gonna lie, some of them look a little bad.
Some of them were older. Some of them were 30 when
some of
and
them-
one started.
Some of them, they hips ain't. Yeah, they can't move laterally no more. You know, them hips go out after a while. It's over.
Well, fuck you, Professor, because I've never been called Rory since I was 12 because of you.
Rory pointed that out when we were watching the doc, and I didn't want to sit in his house and say, I see why they were saying that.
I
but-
still see people on Twitter to this day think they just found some crazy joke that no one has ever said. Like, yo, you look like the professor. I'm like, bro, I've been getting that since 2002. You're not. I promise you, this is not a new joke.
The best part of the documentary was after the next season, Professor's second season, how his haircut changed. He had the diamond studs in. I said he got
had
some,
the groupies.
Oh, he got some black pussy. You know when they get the real hairline, like they get the corners and all of that?
Yeah.
That means a black girl done threw it back on him.
No, he went from supercuts to the barbershop.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What you got going on for the rest of the week? Oh, we in LA.
We're in LA this week.
We're in LA this week.
We're
that's
doing
like
a PRL Beach House.
Beach House PRL.
Beach house. I can't wait.
That should be pretty fun.
Can't wait for the beach house.
Yeah, I'm excited to be in LA and the stuff we have going on this week.
Mhm.
And then we're at Made in America. I mean,
Made in America this weekend in Philly. If you didn't hear about it, I guess you plan on not going at this point.
you can still buy tickets though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
you can.
We are not doing a live show, guys. So
No, yeah,
just
we're
to
not on the
clear
bill, but
that
we
up.
we
We're
will
just
be
going.
there. We will be chilling. I'm excited to see Tyler live.
I'm excited to
Yeah,
see
I-
Bad
I hope
Bunny.
it's a full.
You excited to see Bad Bunny again?
Yeah.
Yo, just
Oh
tell
fuck! I forgot Bad Bunny is on the.
Yeah.
like what's up with you, yo?
Yo, how
I'm a
much
fan.
do you think they paid Bad Bunny?
A lot.
A lot of
A
money.
lot.
That's why
Holy
Demi-
shit!
a
No wonder the
lot.
lineup is so short. It's just Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
They had to, the whole budget
the
had to
whole
go
That's
to.
just kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's a few people that I do want to see though.
Oh no, there's Victoria Monet's on there, Ambre's on there. There's a lot of people on there
Snow.
that are dope, but I'm saying it's one of the lighter as far as volume
Yeah.
for a festival. And now I get it. Bad Bunny and Tyler are gonna cost you a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Snow is on there, and I've never seen Snow before, or Victoria, and I'm just gonna stare.
There we
at
go.
the
Victoria's
stage and
fire
just
live.
bat
Victoria's
my
really,
eyes.
really good.
Made in
live.
America, Bad Bunny, Tyler the Creator, Lil Uzi, Jasmine
Yeah,
Sullivan,
yeah, yeah.
Burna Boy, Snow Allegra,
Mhm.
Kodak Black, The Yak,
Mhm.
Pusha T, Tate McRae, Jitty Jid, Toro y Moi, Larry
That's my
June,
guy.
Babyface Ray. Nah, some people.
No, this is a fucking
It's a
lineup.
lineup. Yeah.
Yeah. Victoria Monet, Chamala Ryan Cat, Ice with Vezo, B Love, Kenny Mason, Glorilla. Glorilla, that's funny.
Oh, it's lit.
Ombre, Amani White, Kaylin. It's a nice little lineup.
Maul, will you sing "Fuck Nigga Free" with me?
No,
Rory, you
I
stay
can't
out
sing
of this.
fuck nigga free.
I don't know.
I mean,
the
he could
lyrics,
sing
so
it,
it's
just-
okay.
You can
He
say
just said-
"Fuck Nigga Free."
Fuck. I can sing fuck nigga free. You gonna look
Yeah,
me in my
fuck
eyes
nigga
and-
means that you don't got no fuck niggas around you. You fuck
Okay,
nigga free.
What say you, Eddin?
What say
maybe
you?
you shouldn't.
I shouldn't, right?
Maybe you shouldn't.
Demaris be trying to set me up sometimes.
I mean,
She be trying to set me up to look crazy. I know. You could say fuck nigga free. And then when they laugh at me, you're like, yo, but it was cool. No, it wasn't.
when we put it out as
Rory,
the clip,
I mean, Maul, if you started saying "fuck nigga free," all the men would follow after you. You're a trendsetter, so
Maul the trendsetter.
don't be afraid to set trends.
See, Demaris be trying to throw that in there like, you a trendsetter. Yeah, I know.
What about Rory? You don't think
Was
he's a
that the
trendsetter?
original influencer? Was the trendsetter?
Yeah,
Basically,
absolutely.
Definitely,
Yeah, absolutely.
trendsetter. No ER though.
I
No,
understand.
you are. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
I get it.
Don't say either.
Do you think the sun socks will?
Mm-hmm. Put your
Start
socks
to-
in the camera.
Yeah, let me
Everyone's
see,
gonna
let
be
me see
wearing
the
the sun
socks.
socks.
The Sun Sox. So yeah, we'll be back later on this week to kick it with y'all from a different location,
Yes.
different backdrop, different weather,
Maybe some special guests.
maybe some special guests, different energy. Don't forget tickets on sale, newrorynmall.com.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all be safe, enjoy y'all week, have fun. I'm that nigga, he's just Ginger. Peace.